The voting process has already been completed on 379 out of the many Lok Sabha seats so far, wrapping the first four phases of the voting under Lok Sabha elections. Now, the fifth phase of the Lok Sabha elections will be held tomorrow with voters in 49 parliamentary constituencies across 8 states would be casting their ballot to elect the new government. The fifth phase will witness key contests in various constituencies. Leaders such as Rahul Gandhi, BJP leaders Rajnath Singh, Smriti Irani, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Piyush Goyal, Ujjwal Nikam, and several others would be in the fray. Take a look at this detailed report.
After 4 phases, voting in 379 out of 543 Lok Sabha seats have been completed. Voting will take place across 8 states in the 5th phase on Monday. The states that go to polls include Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Odisha, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. In phase 5, the fate of 49 parliamentary constituencies will be sealed. 5 from Bihar, 1 in Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, 4 in Jharkhand, 13 in Maharashtra, 5 in Odisha, 14 in Uttar Pradesh and 7 in West Bengal. Prominent leaders like Rahul Gandhi, Rajnath Singh, Smriti Irani, Rajiv Pratap Rudy, Piyush Goyal, Ujjwal Nikam, Karan Bhushan Singh, Chirag Paswan, Omar Abdullah and Rohini Acharya are looking for electoral success. Congress Sion Rahul Gandhi is contesting from Uttar Pradesh's Rai Bareli against Dinesh Pratap Singh. From hot seat Amethi, it's BJP Smriti Irani versus Congress's Kishori Lal Sharma. After defeating Rahul Gandhi in 2019, Smriti is once again contesting the 18th Lok Sabha polls from Amethi. From Lucknow, it's BJP's Rajnath Singh against Samajwadi Party's Ravidas Mehrotra. Meanwhile, from Kasarganj, BJP has fielded Karan Bhushan Singh against Samajwadi Party's Ram Bhagat Mishra. From Saran, Bihar, it's going to be Rohini Acharya, the daughter of veteran politician and RJD Supremo Lalu Yadav. She will be going up against BJP's Rajiv Pratap Rudy. Tune into Republic TV for the election results with Arnab on the 4th of June.
The Lok Sabha elections are underway, but Pakistan is unable to accept that Jammu and Kashmir is going through a free and peaceful electoral process. Kashmir Valley witnessed 2 terror attacks from Pakistani-sponsored terrorists ahead of phase 5 of the polling. Interestingly, this comes at a time when Srinagar has recorded one of the highest voter turnout. Take a look at this report.
Just 2 days before the Lok Sabha elections in Jammu and Kashmir, the Kashmir Valley witnessed twin terror attacks in Shopian and Pahalgam. The first attack took place in a tourist camp in Pahalgam, where a Rajasthan-based tourist couple got injured and were later shifted to the hospital for treatment. The second attack took place in Shopian, where the terrorists killed a former Sarpanch named Aijaz Ahmed.
Attempts from across border that there are some terrorists who may try to disrupt the peace process in Kashmir Valley, but you can see here these type of nakas has been established in the parts of North Kashmir to foil every nefarious attempt from the Pakistan-based agencies. Latest technology weapons, CCTV surveillance and drone surveillance are being done at these locations. Everyone who is passing from this road, identity of the vehicles and identity of the individuals are being checked by these police officials.
The BJP leadership of Jammu and Kashmir condemned the Pakistan-sponsored terror attack and killing and said that Aijaz's martyrdom won't go in vain.
Down, 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 Pakistan, down, down.
पाकिस्तान के इन कायर आतंकवादियों ने जिसने भी इस जघन्य अपराध को किया है, उनको कानून तो सजा देगा ही, उनको ऊपर वाला भी इन गुनाहगारों को माफ नहीं करेगा। एजाज अहमद शेख साहब के गुनाहगारों को सजा मिलेगी। जमीन के पाताल से भी ढूंढकर इन गुनाहगारों को उनके इन गुनाहों की सजा दी जाएगी। ये नाकाबिले बर्दाश्त है। इसको किसी सूरत में भी इसको इन गुनाहगारों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा।
ये बदकिस्मती बड़ी दुख की बात है कि एजाज जैसे आदमी को शहीद करना, और एजाज ने जितने काम किए हैं आप इसके गांव वालों से भी पूछ सकते हो। एजाज एक सरपंच था और हर वक्त अपने गांव के लिए लड़ता था। एजाज चाहता था कि मेरे गांव में ड्रेन बने, मेरे गांव में रोड अच्छा रहे, मेरे गांव में पानी अच्छा रहे, लेकिन बदकिस्मती की वजह से ये जो किलिंग हुई है ये हमारे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा सदमा है। मुझे लगता है पूरे कौम के लिए भी एक बहुत बड़ा सदमा है, क्योंकि ऐसे जवानों को शहीद करना और जो लोगों के हक के लिए लड़ते हैं, और आज यही जवान गोली का शिकार हुआ, ये बदकिस्मती की बात है।
Former Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah took to social media platform X and condemned the terror attacks and also offered condolences to Ejaz Ahmed's family and wished speedy recovery to the tourist couple Tabriz and Farah. The Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha also strongly condemned the terrorist attack in Shopian and Pahalgam, giving a free hand to the security forces to bring the perpetrators to justice. Pakistan's dastardly terror attacks come at a time when Jammu and Kashmir has gone through 4 phases of peaceful and uninterrupted polling, and the last phase for the Union Territory is just a day away. After these twin terror attacks, one thing is abundantly clear, that Pakistan is unable to digest its inability to disrupt the democratic process and the rise of Naya Kashmir.
Back to back terror attack in the Kashmir Valley, the first incident which took place in South Kashmir's Pahalgam, in which 2 non-local tourists were injured in a terror attack. After that, the massive coordinated search operation has been started in South Kashmir's Anantnag district. At the same time, another terror attack took place in which one ex-sarpanch who was affiliated with the BJP has been killed by the terrorists. After that, later they claim responsibility for the attack. And at the same time, we have seen in the past that the House Security Forces are working on ground to foil every nefarious attempt from the Pakistan-based agencies. We have also learned from our sources regarding the yesterday's attack that took place in Shopian. CCTV footage are being verified